I am not, there are five.
Lord, I have something to say.
To my Lord, the Chief Justice, my Lord, taking a call on the government.
Lord, only a minute, my Lord. We, the banks, my Lord, conducted a forensic audit by an outside forensic auditor, my Lord. And the forensic auditor has said that there is siphoning and other things, my Lord. My Lord, we may perhaps not be able to, my Lord, compound these offences, my Lord, even if there is a readiness to pay.
Mr. Solicitor, in spite of what you are submitting, see paragraph 27 of the CBI report. You are dwelling on 17 capital A again. If the forensic auditor says that there was a breach not of loan terms but of collusion, then what is the question of stopping the registration of RCs in view of taking sanction? These are clear operations. Please examine.
I will answer my Lord's question. I have put it to the government, my Lord, to the CBI.
23 minutes.
In fact, my next
Yes, your Lordship's question is very pertinent. My Lord, the public officials are also under the investigation. They are also under investigation. Number two, the respondent number 5 and is possibly respondent number 5, the individual, filed suits in Bombay High Court, and there is, my Lord, an injunction granted not to act upon the forensic audit report, my Lord, on the ground that the person who signed the forensic audit report is not a member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants. I am not going into it. Banks have filed an appeal. Appeal is heard and the judgment is reserved. My Lord, I appeared for the bank as well.
I appeared on that's a completely different issue.
Different thing, my Lord.
We are entitled to say a report is good or bad.
No, I'm not on the merits.
that matter has been argued, so we'll wait for the.
Yes.
Your judgment will come soon in a week or 10
Even an
days.
injunction has to be subject to 41 of the Specific Relief Act. You can't get an injunction on registration of
Injunction
a FIR.
perhaps may not apply even
Absolutely
to
not.
an independent
We are
investigation.
not arguing that case here, my Lord. Question is, there is a report which, my Lord, declares me as a fraud. Report is issued by a person who is incompetent to do so. So I am questioning that, that's
Mr.
all.
Rodriguez, there are two things.
Yes,
If there is an intention to
Yes.
siphon the public funds
yes,
from X to Y to Z,
yes,
from the very beginning, and if that has actually happened, then probably the solicitor is right in
Yes.
saying that this kind of offense can't be merely because you are willing to pay.
agreed, my Lord, agreed.
That
Agreed.
cannot amount to condoning.
Absolutely right.
birth
But,
of
my
the
Lord, it is
candidate.
my case.
Maybe
There was
submitted
never an
apart from,
intention. We
the
have done
Madhyamik
business, my Lord, for
Pass
40 years.
That is what precisely has to be seen on the basis of the investigation.
No problem.
Now,
Investigation time.
as my brother has pointed out, we will not allow this kind of impediment that 17A sanction this and that. If the bank officers or some officers.
They are also under investigation. I am instructed.
If they are not involved, it's fine. But if they are involved, then they must also.
They are in collusion or in any way accomplice, then they are also under the investigation.
So, I am not opposing, I am not opposing anything. I have come, my Lord, with a proactive stance. I have cooperated. I will cooperate. Whatever has your Lordship will direct, be here.
What you are suggesting, Mr. Ropi,
Well.
that can be, that can only be probably from your side. It
Yes.
has come. Provided that after thorough investigation, someone said that it was a case where the default took
Which is a
place
snapshot.
for the reason.
Now, the number of days
That's
left
right.
for the final publication.
No problem.
It was not misappropriation, misapplication or something. But it's a deliberate siphoning.
But it can happen.
Number of days
It can
left
happen,
for
my
final
Lord. People do
publication
go
will restore
bankrupt.
rules
Even it's
11
not that
days
every
on the
bank, my Lord,
subject
has
14th
taken money and run away.
February 2026.
I just want to
No,
come
bro.
to
Even if we ignore
if your lordships will just permit.
the audit report of the bank,
2026.
the
Number of
ED
voters
in their
categorized
counter
on a
affidavit
draft
is saying
rule as unmapped
that they have found
32
evidence of
Number of
forged
voters
bank
categorized
guarantees
as logical
being given by
discrepancy
them.
post-draft poll
They have-
Again, itself is a
one
independent offense.
Therefore, I said it may not be possible.
Forged bank
Compound that
guarantees,
offense for
siphoning out
somebody.
to all these tax havens. At least 26,000
December
crores has been
2025,
siphoned
41
out
days,
to these tax
so far
havens
they've
like
held
Mauritius,
88
etc.
lakh hearings
Not
with
a
respect
single
to
penny
88
has
lakh
been cuffed up.
voters,
They have
which is at the
declared
rate of
bankruptcy in
1.8
all
lakh
their
per day.
companies.
The number of hearings pending is
1,78,000
approximately
crores of
63 lakhs.
outstanding
And
dues
this
in
will
these
mean
companies.
that
1,78,000. The only amount recovered in bankruptcy proceedings is 15,000 out of 1,78,000. Most of the money has been siphoned out. That gentleman, my lord, who owns all these companies, he has not been arrested till date. Till date, my lord, the main person, the kingpin of this whole scam has not been arrested. Only they arrested one
by,
officer
DEOs
of
in
this
41
company
days was 52
2
lakhs.
days ago,
Number of
day
largest
before
loans-
yesterday, only
There's a
because
set
of this
submissions
matter
here.
coming up.
Number of micro.
No, not because of that.
observers
But-
deputed
Comment,
without any
Mr.
statutory
Solicitor, but
basis.
then it's a very serious.
This is
Lord, we are before your lordships and
I've
we
just
will
come to-
have
I'll
to
make a
ensure
short
that your
speech on this
lordships'
micro,
conscience is
observers
satisfied that
because they
the
don't seem to be
investigation
contemplated
is
under the Constitution at
impartial
all.
and going in the right
Even
direction.
under their
Today we are
under
not
their
passing
manual
any harsh order
operations.
because
It's a very, very limited role which
someone may
they have
not
on
take it
election
that
day.
our order
But
has
not
caused
the
prejudice.
activities which have been
But we
deployed right
expect
now,
that your
which has
agencies
been
must
given to
act
them at this
fairly,
stage. Number of approved
independently
documents
and very
rejected after
swiftly.
hearing
We
stage
would like to
comments.
have status
Now, this is one
report
of our
every month.
grievances.
In
The
4 weeks,
panchayat
they must
residence
submit the
certificates,
report and
the
let us see how
family
we take
registers,
the
the domicile
investigation to
certificates,
what
Aadhaar
about the
card,
conclusion.
Please.
IBC
So much,
certificates,
such
and
a
land
huge amount
allotment
has been
certificates.
siphoned.
It is.
None
Then
of
we are-
these
Lord, this
are
is not
by
correct.
themselves
This is
acceptable.
absolutely not correct.
And
There's
it's not,
banding figures
orders
like
of the
this.
court.
Sir, just 2
And then,
points.
Manoj,
It's
we are
absolutely
going to
incorrect.
I just want to,
meeting in 4
clear
and
the
5 hour
impression.
You are
queues
presenting-
over
I'm
there.
appearing for
Now,
respondent
please go
number
over to
4, which is the
page
group of
two,
companies.
The companies.
Here, Manoj, I might
We've
just mention
formulated
that
the
the service,
specific
because the
point.
impression carried, I think last
Now,
time when your
the
lordship
first
passed the
suggestion
order, was that
is
service was effected and we were not
non-statutory
appearing.
category of
In
logical
fact, we
discrepancies
have received the papers
used
only
to
after the
issue
31st of
notices in
January,
1.26
because I don't know
or,
which address they went to,
otherwise-
etc.
Anyway.
But anyway, now we are on record,
Now, this
we've
is our
placed our thing,
request.
we'll take some time to put in our
ECI
response.
That's it.
upload
I'd be
the
grateful for
reasons
that. The
of
second
each
point which I want to
flag
mention,
as
because a
per
large
the
number of figures have
discrepancy,
been bandied about,
cases
that in the last
19
5 years,
on
two
the
of the
ECI
companies,
website.
Reliance
May I request
Infrastructure
you to
and Reliance
directly go
Power,
to page-
have paid back a
we will
total
explain
of
this more fully,
20,000
but
crores
just go
of
to
rupees.
page, appendix
20,000
one
crores of
and page
rupees.
8.
Now, this is a very,
Of the
very
same
important
But the
element.
amount is 1,78,000.
Lord, this-
just
What
giving
I'm
you an
trying to
example.
get,
This
what
is not
that
correct.
people see, Manoj, that those
This
figures
is not
are
correct.
bandied. What we are trying to
Absolutely bad.
project over here is that when a party has repaid 20,000, and these two companies are now virtually debt free. I mean, there will be some, obviously some requirement for working capital,
Thousands of
etc.
shareholders.
This is what
But
is being-
it's over, Manoj, something like 50 lakh shareholders, small investors are there as far as these two companies are concerned on the aggregate. So this is, Manoj, obviously a group which repays the amount. Now we will, there, as your lordships may have seen from the, we don't have the advantage of the report, but we do have the enforcement directorate affidavit which has been filed. Where there's a series, the affidavit says that there's a series of steps and measures which have been taken in the last 6 months. So there's a relentless, Manoj, effort. We are trying to ensure that the payments are made, and there is no question, Manoj, as far as this suggestion of siphoning, etc.
Just one company.
Anyway,
Not
we
only
will-
one
we will
aspect.
bring- And therefore, Manoj, I think the suggestion which was made by Mr. Roti is a valuable one. Most of the, you see the enforcement directorate affidavit also, that's all that we have. They have talked about public funds, etc., being siphoned away or being removed. Now, that doesn't seem to be the correct impression, which the enforcement directorate, but they are entitled to their view. So therefore, if there is some solution which can be found to bring this out, at least it reduces the issue, because that's the primary
There are
purpose
two,
of it.
So let us see that.
let me respond, Malot, on two aspects, Malot. Number one, Lord, in the forensic audit report, Lord, it has come out that in some cases, the money is taken as a loan from one bank to repay the another bank. That may be, Malot, I'll have to check up, Malot, that may be the way in which, Malot, this is repaid. Second, Lord, this suggestion placed before your lordships may not be utilized in other forums that now Supreme Court is considering constituting a committee which will go into what is payable and how to
For
pay.
example, page
Because
9.
there are suits and petitions pending.
Mr. Solicitor, we are not constituting any committee today.
Yes, Manoj.
We are still expecting and we are hopeful that
Because this
CBI
will
and
certainly
ED
help
will do their
if it is
job.
up
They
there
know how
on
to
the-
do
the
it.
note and
We
a
are
short
expecting them
reason
to
is
perform
indicated.
it.
The
If at
notice
all
may
we
carry,
find that yes,
given the
there is some
numbers
kind
which we
of
are dealing with,
delay
by
on
the
their
time
part or
somebody
if they are evading
receives it,
anything,
reads it,
then we might require
etc. So
to.
this
No,
is-
certainly, we are before your lordships, Manoj, and
Lordship may see that,
Yes,
and then take a call. We have no difficulty. We are not.
Just two companies of theirs have outstanding. Reliance Communication Infra had 47,000 crores of outstanding dues. In bankruptcy, it was sold off for 455 crores. 1% of the total outstanding amount, and sold off to whom? To the brother,
Now, please go
to the
back to
brother's
my note.
company.
Just go to.
And
I'm
the
going to
other
now
one,
build
my
up
lord,
this
Reliance
point.
Communication had
So,
47,000
on
crores
page
of
2 of the
outstanding
note,
dues. Just
5A1,
two companies have
I've made the point and
95,000
your lordships
crores
will see upload
of
reason.
outstanding.
Lord, resolution is pending.
Now, number
Sold
two.
off.
It's a public process.
direct the
It's a
ECI
public
to
process. It's
withdraw
not that I am
all
buying or
notices
brother is
under
buying.
the category
Anybody can come forward
which
and buy
pertain
or not
only
buy.
to name mismatch.
It's not
The
buying
reg-
also, it's a resolution plan being.
Unfortunately, IBC platform is nowadays is used like anything. You get the company, all the assets undervalued, then you indulge in a kind of an auction, which is also a completely a pre-planned
Lord,
game.
these kind of,
Only one thing.
Somebody from the family or close friends or someone comes and buy it.
Lord,
If the brother has done it, the value assessed is something different.
I don't know about, Lord, I'm not aware.
Apropos what has fallen from my lord the Chief Justice, the government of India is also seriously considering this issue, my lord, in IBC. And I cannot, my lord, say much. I'm a part of the discussion, but it is under a very serious consideration.
Because every day the matters are coming, and this is one of the issues that every day we are facing it.
My lord, the haircut is phenomenal, sir.
And the bankruptcy is declared by the very company which is facing bankruptcy. They ask one of the
Voluntary
sister companies.
declaration, that your own people evaluate you, that evaluation is not even 1%, 10% of the actual market value, and then eventually we find out this, unfortunately, this resolution professional or whatever designation is given, every day I keep on observing, their conduct is also not above board. So let us see that after 4 weeks, that how
Yes.
this, Mr. Bhushan, all these facts are there on close to.
Yes.
Everything is on record. Everything is on
mismatch.
record.
Lord, we
Yes, my
will
lord.
also respond, my lord, to these figures.
Are
They
you,
are
are
not
you
correct. We will
referring
respond.
to the cases, say, for example?
Yes.
Just on illustrative basis.
Reference
So for example, one person writes Datta.
Yeah.
Somebody may define, may spell it as D-U-T-T-A. The other may spell
Yes,
it
absolutely.
D-A-T-T-A.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That is one part.
Yeah.
Similarly, Banerjee, Bandyopadhyay. Similarly, in Sarma,
Yeah.
somebody may write SH, somebody may, many of them write SARMA.
Yeah, so your lordships have exactly anticipated what we have set out in paragraph 7A. In fact, we've given Datta, Ganguly, Roy and Ray as examples. But we've given actual examples of what is being faced at page 8.
But
Now,
according to you, you are representing
look
both
at, sorry,
PDFC.
Yes.
Representing.
one is
Tell
name
them to
mismatch.
withdraw the notice will be, is something very impractical thing, because notices have been issued.
No, I'm suggesting. My suggestion is that our estimate, it's an estimation, that in the logical discrepancy cases, please go to paragraph 7A on page 4. Just go to 7A of the note, page 4. A majority of the logical discrepancy cases, more than 50%, which is around 70 lakhs, are cases of minor name mismatches and spelling variations. And we've given the very examples which your lordship. Paragraph, page 4,
Suggesting that.
of the
Page
note.
4,
7, subsection,
Yes,
para A.
A.
A majority of the logical discrepancy cases, more than 50%, are cases of minor name mismatches and or spelling variations, and your lordship knows. Now, we've given you an actually,
are going on. It is pointed out that ECIR stroke STF stroke 17 stroke 2025 has been registered in relation to the Reliance Commercial Finance Limited and Reliance Home Finance Limited. The investments made by Yes Bank between 2017 to 2019 in non-convertible debentures and commercial papers of both RCFL and RHFL are being examined. According to ED, it has been found that RHFL borrowed public funds from 33 banks, stroke financial institutions,
of actual
and
electors, please.
committed a default of rupees
Hello.
7,522.36
Hi, sir. Yes, sir.
crores.
Yes, sir. I'm inside the court.
It is further claimed that 33 lenders have been able to recover only
Yes, sir.
rupees 2,1106.
Also, sir, there is a issue. Can you
0.28
resolve
crores.
it out? I can't do it because
with
there's
the
a
net default
subscription
of
issue.
5,407.18 crores, which constitutes the proceeds of crime.
Okay.
2002 electoral roll was in Bengali.
As regard to
So when they translated it
the
for this
fault
purpose.
committed by RCFL,
What is your solution? Because then we are also thinking.
it is pointed out that
There are two ways of looking at it. One is
21 banks
this
stroke
main
financial
discrepancy,
institutions have been
which is the
defrauded
bulk of it, is cramping even the available time, which is just
to the
a few
tune of
days. So these main discrepancies, my lord, should not be within
6 crore 2 lakh 6 crore 6,280.57 crores, as out of 8,226.05 crores, comma, only a sum of is 1,945.448 crores has been paid.
Can you see the screen?
Another ECIR stroke STF stroke 26 stroke 25 has been registered in
Yes,
relation to
internet is fine,
Reliance
sir.
Communication Limited.
We can record in it. Yes, sir.
Commentarily pointing out that the total outstanding amount
What
is
installs, sir?
40,185.55 crores, which constitutes the proceeds of crime. It
Give
seems
us, sir.
that one ex-director of the company has been arrested recently and is in custody till 7th
Yes, sir.
February 2026. Next paragraph. The third
No,
ECIR
sir.
stroke STF stroke 14 stroke 25 2025 pertains to Reliance Power Limited. The details of the factual details of the RPO WER shortening, shortening, entering into
Sir, controls are taken by you, so I can't.
a power project agreement wherein forced bank guarantees are alleged to have been submitted. Defects. Were submitted. The total loss
Yes, sir.
said to have been cost to the public money is 105.98 crores.
I can't hear you, sir. Can you repeat?
3 individuals who have been associated with the aforesaid company have been arrested.
Yes.
Next paragraph. The Enforcement Directorate has further explained that it has searched 46 premises, issued 13 POs, and has attached 204 properties valuing 12,012.45 crores. Main paragraph. That's right.
It's downloading, sir.
Having gone through the counter affidavit of the Enforcement Directorate, it appears to us that the aforesaid agency is expected to the aforesaid agency must look into every possible financial transaction suspected to be which might have led to siphoning of the funds and determine the estimated value of the proceeds of crime. In this regard, the Enforcement Directorate is well advised to constitute a special investigation team of its comprising its senior officers and take all lawful measures to take the ongoing investigation to a logical conclusion.
Any test. Any desk.
It may not be appropriate for us to express any opinion at this stage, except to observe that there has been an unexplained delay. There has been an unexplained delay on the part of the investigating, on the part of the ED.
Yes, sir.
The 2002 electoral roll was in Bengali.
Similarly,
So when they translated it for this
report
purpose,
has been filed by all right, what is your solution? CBI. Because then we are also thinking.
No, so, because these, so, there are two ways of looking at it. One is, look, this name
Any desk.
discrepancy, my lords, which is the bulk
It
of it,
seems that
is cramping
The
even the
formal
available
FIR
time, which is
was
just a few
registered on the
days.
basis of
So
the
these
complaint
name
received from State
discrepancies,
Bank
my
of
lords, should
India.
not be within this logical discrepancy to knock out people from the electoral roll,
According to
because it's
CBI,
taking,
the
it's, what,
complaints
look at the
received from other
inconvenience.
banks,
Look at one of
financial
those notices.
institutions Your solution, Mr. Dwivedi, have you think about it?
Obvious इतना
Are
हो
also
गया
being
हो गया
investigated
मतलब
Yeah.
Thing have already
by
taken place.
enlarging the scope of the said FIR.
Few more which are left. Because if
No, what about this kind of
reports adopted by
discrepancies which
Name
are not,
discrepancy.
which are not even a spelling
apparently,
mistake, which are only on account
It
of
does not
the-
seem to be in
how to
conformity
speak
with
in the local dialect.
the
This
procedural
happens
law.
pan India. It happens in Haryana also,
As
it
is
happens in Punjab
complaint,
also, it happens in West Bengal, it
even
happens
if
in
it
Tamil Nadu.
pertains to
yes,
defalcating of
we
public
don't have
funds.
instructions being chart given to us just now, Lord. It's not there in the IA.
Comma is based upon its
etc.
own.
Ordinarily, what
Such
by
a
instruction,
fraction therefore would constitute
Mr.
an
Diwan,
independent
let's
offence.
find out.
Because name mismatch, people should not be
I
purged.
want to interrupt,
I don't want to interrupt. Please don't purge people.
Possibly you are unwell today, you better take rest.
I am going to, Milad, I just want to interrupt your lordships will remember, Mr. Dwivedi made a solemn statement, then where is this kind of discrepancy, we're not going to bother about it. Your lordships will remember that.
Furthermore,
He said if it's a
it
question
is
of
imperative for the
spelling this, I'm not
CBI
going to, this is not something that will be.
Bengali, if you were in Bengal, Mr.
Investigate.
Dwivedi,
Yes.
it will be
conduct of the bank authority
pronounced as Dwivedi.
as
B
to
will
whether
become B. And you will also.
Yes, and you would have been
the
purged.
financial assistance was released
Gujarat
from
become
provision connivance with
Bengali language doesn't have a
the
word.
management of the
Skip
company
to-
in the
Or
court.
here.
Instead of my brother being addressed as Vipul.
In this
they will
vein,
address as Vipul.
comma,
On this
the
aspect,
reference by
may
CBI
I just,
to
sorry.
section
My name, there will be
17A
no mistake.
of
Ah,
the
It's
PC Act
basically Bengali name.
is totally
Sir, it
misconceived.
may be, sir. Sorry, sir.
With your
Because
board
you-
permission, could we just have an
In
insight
direct
over here from? Yes, please.
5 minutes.
If you allow me.
Regardless of any such provision, comma, the CBI must look into the nexus, stroke collusion,
It's
stroke
recording, sir.
connivance, stroke conspiracy, comma, if any,
हाँ okay.
So my understanding was that mere spelling
for that
mistakes notices are not
purpose,
being issued.
all lawful
But-
measures.
Now that this chart is being
Taking
issued,
investigation
it's
to
shown
its-
to your lordship just now, my lord. I need to get an instruction. Your lordship may have it tomorrow or day after, whenever I can.
Adopted.
Okay.
The executive head of the state is also very much present. If the state government
We may
provides
hasten to
a
add that
team of officials who are well conversant in Bangla
both
and who are well
agencies, namely
conversant with
ED
the
and
local
CBI,
dialect. And
have
they
already taken their own time
scrutinize these, just scan through this and
It's
tell
bringing
the
into
commission that this is here only a
and
local
any
dialect
other
mistake
delay
Yes,
and not any identity mistake.
yes.
That will help them.
No, it
will
will
not
help them,
bring-
but it's not apparent. Actually,
and-
I,
and the further
Apparent
delay.
in some of the cases on illustrative basis it may be, but it will become humanly impossible for you or for us
Yeah.
to go through and to.
Lordship,
And
you
we
give
therefore
May I
expect
explain
that
you, sir?
give me time till tomorrow, day after, my lords, then I can.
both
give
agencies
May I
will act
explain you,
promptly,
sir?
Because in my view.
Because I belongs to that
independently,
state.
fairly,
I am a,
Can
as,
there
in
be
a
any doubt,
dispassionate manner.
madam?
no, sir. No, sir. I am very grateful,
As
sir,
per the-
because of
That
your
status is
kind,
put by both the agencies
kindness,
be filed
my humble regards
within 4
to
weeks.
my Honorable Chief
Post the
Justice,
matter
Mr.
for further
Bagchi and
consideration
Mr.
on so-and-so date.
Only
One
one,
last thing.
one small request, only.
Panchayati
Your
ji
Lordship
also.
is now
Thank you very
monitoring
much.
this matter.
And my
There
humble
is now
regards
serious
to
apprehension
Mr. Dwivedi
that
and others, my
the owner
opponent.
of all these
lawyers
companies,
also.
my lord, the person
Sir,
who
the problem
owned these
is,
companies, he may flee the country.
always
Now,
our
they have not
lawyers
arrested him.
fight for the case.
They have
I
not
should
even
and they're
make that
fighting from the
out
beginning.
circular.
I am in
Here
India,
also.
I am before
They
the
have
court,
not even
I am
But
not
sir,
running
when
away.
circular.
I am not going
everything
anywhere.
is
Which will
finished,
prevent
when we
him
are not
from
getting
fleeing the country.
justice,
So many people, my
when
lord, with
justice
tens of
is
thousands of
crying
crores
behind the
outstanding
door,
have fled the
I
country.
There
thought
is an
Govinda
LOC
Govinda
at
against
least
him, my lord.
There are several
Then we
LOCs.
thought
I have not gone. I have
that we
not
are not
attempted
getting
to go.
justice
I am
anywhere.
not working in my office in these companies
So
even
many
today.
times I have
That I
written
think
6
that pending
letters
issue they
to
can
Election Commission,
And I am not
including
going,
all
my
the
lord. There is no
details.
question.
look out
But
order.
no reply, sir.
Lookout circulars
Look
are
out
issued.
I'm a
There are
wounded
several
labor,
of
sir,
them,
maybe.
not one.
I
They
prepared
can't- they
that.
can't
I'm a
allow
very
him to
less
flee the
important
country.
person.
At least
I
look out
prepared that.
circular, even
Sir,
if
I
they
am
are
a
Why is
from
my
common,
friend
I am
making
from a
this
common
statement, my
family.
lord?
But
Is
I
there
am
any
not
material
fighting
to
for
say
my
that I have
party.
fled the country or have fled the country?
You have-
We have repaid 20,000 crores in the last 3 years. If I had to go, I would have fled
In
earlier.
its own
Not
right,
now.
has
Why do you make these kind of
petition.
statements?
Now,
Just because of the
Today,
press?
of
because the
course, we are
court is
also coming
monitoring
in
the
a
matter
legal
now.
process.
That's why I'm
But
saying.
state
So
of
where
West
is the,
Bengal,
That's why.
in its
show
own
me
right,
one
there is
stretch,
nothing wrong in that.
one shred of
State of
evidence
West
to
Bengal
suggest,
has
my lord,
also-
that this man is running away?
Solicitor General, you, whatever necessary steps are required, because we do not want anything to happen which may frustrate the ongoing investigation.
I understand.
You
Lord.
must
A
take-
line from your lordship's, my lord, would really.
We must take whatever preventive or other measures are required to be taken. We do not want that investigations are hampered at any cost.
My lord, statement, I will not leave the country without the leave of the court. What more is required? Just to make, my lord, allegations against us?
My lord, only a minute, only a minute. My lord,
At this- at this
my lord, there is something I want to say at this stage.
stage, Mr. Prashant Bhushan, Land Counsel for the petition.
R5, my lord.
My lord, before your lordship dictates, my lord, one thing.
Huh.
My lord, I respect Mr. Rodgi's statement, but in past, my lord, he has also burnt his fingers. He made a similar statement in favor of one of the clients, my lord, before Delhi High Court, and the person did flee. I'm not saying, my lord, about this person.
But he came back and he paid 5,000 crores to this government. Let's be
But
very clear.
after 5-6
Once
years, but
he-
sometimes,
once he-
my lord, statement becomes, my lord, embarrassing for the
Once
counsel.
he is out of the country, what good is a statement? Once he leaves
My
the
lord, then there is no, my lord, there is no reason to trust anybody. Then there should be no, vice statement should be recorded about anything.
in a matter
This kind of argument.
time.
What we will
My lord,
say at
one
this-
will flee
at
after
this
the
stage-
statement for, if
At
100
this stage,
people,
Mr. Prashant Bhushan, Land Counsel for the petitioner states that,
very, very unfair,
that,
make these allegations.
owing to the
He is responding.
alleged, owing to the amount of alleged fraud involved and the action now and the matter having, being investigated under the supervision of this court, there is every likelihood of the principal accused fleeing from country. On this, Mr. Mukul Rothgil and senior counsel representing respondent 5
Yes, ma'am.
states that that his client will not leave the country without prior permission
Of this court.
without prior permission of this court. Full stop. Mr. Solicitor General and assures that all remedial actions,
Preventive actions.
preventive and remedial actions will be taken to ensure that no impediment is caused in the ongoing investigation.
Yes, certainly.
That's fine.
Because the
I'm
other,
grateful, my lord.
because we haven't had the advantage, of course, of these sealed envelopes. We really don't know
They
what
are
is in it.
pending
We
investigations.
know this we know this a bit about the affidavit which the Enforcement Directorate has filed. So, Manoj, your lordship may give us 3 weeks because at this stage,
4 weeks we are done
yes, for a counter affidavit.
for counting.
Yes. Please do that because this on denials. We are denying these allegations fully, Manoj, because
Unplanned.
otherwise the court
Now
ultimately
suppose
We are not
is
taking-
a
appellate
daughter
remedies.
after
That's why we
marriage,
are very careful.
Yes, your
she
lordship,
go
we
to
have-
the
We have seen them.
in-laws
Yes.
house.
We are
Now
also
why
granting you time.
she's
Absolutely,
changed her
absolutely.
title?
Absolutely.
Why she's using
I'm
the
grateful.
husband's name, husband's title? That is also mismatch.
It can't be.
Yes, sir,
Lord,
they have done it, sir.
Kindly come to
Now-
page number 63, my lord.
Only, just want to
Lord,
say.
2 years
Number
after
2, sir,
construction of the overhead
there are
tank,
some
kindly come to page
daughters
63,
who
my lord.
married and shifted the
Second, you have pointed out this issue of
And I have paid
the
everything. I have
discrepancy
got
part.
no due, sir.
63,
In
my
this case,
Lord,
what
we
have
had
done
constructed
is
a
that
overhead
we
tank,
give
my
a
lord,
team of
for
officers,
of
the
this
election
Ilayangudi
commission can take them
village.
on
And my lord, we
deputation
had
mission, that those
water
can also
tank.
be part
And
of
my
the
lord, a
election
small
commission
panchayat
team,
office is there.
verify
My lord,
that
on
where
a
it is a
land,
spelling mistake,
my lord,
or
disused
it is
land,
only
my
because
lord,
of
which
the
was
local dialect that
originally,
this
my lord,
mistake
a
is
village
occurred.
pond and
Those
later
must be
classified as, my
rectified.
lord,
That
a
has to be
disused land.
rectified.
My lord, in fact,
So
we
let
have an
us see what
hydrological
response
report
they will
also
give.
saying
We will grant
this
them 1 day
construction
time.
will not anyway
Tomorrow or
affect
day
in
after,
other part
day
of the
after.
land, my
sir,
lord, which
what
is
happens,
retained
sir,
still as
ultimately,
a
the
pond.
practical.
My lord, the
They,
High Court, my lord,
ERO has
directs
no
us, my
power
lord, to
now.
remove, calling
They
it as an
have
encroachment.
They have superseded all the power from DO,
And thousands of,
ERO,
my lord,
BLRO.
yes, my
Only
lord.
they have appointed 8,300 micro observers. And the role observer from the BJP rule state all the names, so that sitting inside the name election commission office, all the micro observer can delete all the names. Sitting inside the election commission office to find through AI. Sir, earlier first 8 lakhs are being deleted. Even they were not allowed to find people are alive. And now they are being declared by that they are dead. They are so many people are alive. So many women. And now they are being declared by that they are dead. Sir, the anti-women. So many women.
By the BLO, who are the authorized officers and who are the authorized notified officers.
Kindly see the directions in the website.
BLO, who are the authorized officers.
Micro
and who are the
observer is a
authorized
final
notified
authority.
officers.
Election
Kindly see
commission,
the
WhatsApp
directions
commission.
completely away
WhatsApp
from-
commission is saying it is only the micro observer. Only they are deleting all the names.
They could certificate on record, except.
They are all government of India officials.
My lord,
They are,
given
In one of the matters, government is a party. Lord, let
but the problem is that they are not allowing the people.
the matter
They are not allowing the state officials.
possibly for most of the submissions.
They are not allowing the domicile certificate.
Day after.
They are not allowing the government certificate.
Let that be a direction, minutes, we should be served the copies.
May I just highlight?
I have something.
Yeah, I just want to highlight 2 points. If your lordship would just take up, I want to save time, so just go to my note for a moment. Just go back.
Lord, I want to intervene for 1 minute, Lord, if Lordship permits, Lord. We have written several letters to the state government to give us Group B, Lord, the class 2 officers of the rank of SDM or equivalent, so that, my Lord, EROs can be appointed. That's the standard pattern, my Lord, that they should be class 2 officers because they decide vital rights, papers and all that.
No, that has.
Now they have given, my Lord, only about 80 officers of that rank. Rest, all of them were given who were clerks and below, who are working under the pressure of the state government. Therefore, we had to appoint, my Lord, micro observers who can assist, my Lord, in case, my Lord, they are in the confusion. So the fault lies with them in not giving us class 2 officers for performing the job of AERO and ERO. So that's the reason why this is happening. And these micro observers, fault lies with them in not giving us under class 2 officers for
there is no
performing the job of
statutory rules.
AERO and ERO. Right? That's the reason why this is not entitled to appoint them. If this is the state of affairs, fault lies with not giving us the rules and the state is not cooperating.
No, there is no
alternative except to AERO and ERO. That's the reason why we are not entitled to appoint them. If this is the state of affairs, fault lies with assistance.
There is only one.
But they are not assisting.
There is
They are
one,
taking.
one,
They are taking decisions, not
one
assisting.
side of the story. May be true, may not be true, I'll not go into it. There is one more petition where the Election Commission of India has filed an affidavit. So that also may be taken on record. It's not listed on board. It was mentioned by Mr. Giri. Lord, I am appearing in that matter and I have read the affidavit. Lord, that also will have some bearing, my Lord, in ultimately what your Lordship passes the order.
And we have highlighted all the difficulties we have been facing, millets.
My lord, my lord, my lord.
My Lord, it is pointed out the
Yeah,
hostility.
just
which
have
is
2
there.
minutes.
But a role of
I just
observers
want to
are not
highlight.
A
assisting.
victim, that's all, my Lord. I am saying let us confine.
Ultimately, we
No,
will
no.
ask them to at least 2 days time, we'll have to give
Yes,
them
yes.
to seek their response.
Sir, matter is not correct, sir.
Survey copy, millets.
But fair enough.
Wait, Ramak-
What I'm highlighting is
There
just
is no
2 things so
problem.
that your lordship sees them.
Let me say this, Lord, there's no problem of time, my Lord.
The first
Have
point-
some buffers if there is
अरे भाई, এটা
more than 1 crore already heard. And if somebody is not heard, your lordships are there and we
We
are,
will
our
grant it.
power is
We
there.
have been extending time. We have been extending time. We have been-
My lord, they have passed a slew of directions. My lordship, with my humble regards, may I tell you, sir,
Whatever they have pointed out
my
and my-
opponent lawyers raised.
that.
Sir, that is not correct.
Madam
That is not correct, sir.
Madam Mamta, we have no doubt about the ability of Mr. Diwan. He is one of the best counsel, senior counsel you have chosen.
Yes,
Let him
with his
assist us
permission.
on your behalf.
With his permission, sir. Only one thing, sir.
Your point we have well taken.
Sir, it depends on some district,
Kindly-
some states, sir. We are suppose 44 district. We have 23 district. Now SDM is depends on the district wise. Now whatever we have the strength, we have included all.
Alright.
We are
Are you-
cooperating to them
Are you
all.
prepared- are you
Micro,
prepared to provide class to group?
yes, we have given, sir. Whatever they ask,
Alright.
we have given. But they are telling
All right, please.
what I don't believe.
I think we will be able to find out a practical solution. Very well. On Monday, when we take up this matter, we are granting them 2 days time to have instructions based upon all the notes and information which you have gathered.
Very well.
And you also on Monday, please give us the list of the Group B officers which you are in a position to spare
Yes.
and to provide to them for their
Furnish it in
assistance.
advance.
So that,
And your lordships may list that matter also because
Yes.
there is direct bearing on that.
ICT
There is an atmosphere of hostility. Election Commission says.
And it contains all our communications to the
but
government,
with written
trying for help.
Is not contemporaneous.
issue notice.
Lords, I have one apprehension, that's all I have. I don't want Mr. Dwivedi coming on Monday and saying, now we have finished 1.2 crore hearings as a figment of his.
It's all right.
Numbers.
We are entitled to our defense.
That's what you say.
That's an ongoing exercise that will continue.
Sir, only my last submission, sir. Sir, what about they have only first phase 58 lakhs deleted. They didn't have any scope to appeal even Form 6. Number 2, the second phase, 1 crore 30 lakhs. Only my request would be, whatever the system is maintaining the other state, they are only targeting Bengal. Only for Bengal, they appointed these micro observers.
Not the forum, Millet.
Yes,
Take the plate.
for to bulldoze the West Bengal people. Sir, my humble submission will be, sir, the logical discrepancy case not to be deleted. And there should be, as it is, it should be cleared by the DO and the ERO, not with the micro observer, not with the roll observers.
Millet, they as well see your lordship's directions on the last occasion.
Give us the list of the officers whom you can spare.
Yes.
Whom you can spare.
Yes.
Probably, once the officers are made available.
Yes.
Then micro observer will not be required.
Not be necessary, absolutely.
Millet will
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Can do it.
whatever the
And on
role they
Monday
are
itself, we are taking up the matter on Monday. Meanwhile, they will also get instructions and you also give us that list.
Very well.
Mr. Diwan, please ask your junior to give
Yes.
complete set of paper book.
Of course.
In both matters, we'll.
Both matters. And in Mr. Gopal's matter, he is a
Yes.
very learned in
Sir, with my humble regards, I convey my great regards
personal fame.
and I will just tell, save democracy.
1 minute, madam.
Joy
Save
Goswami
democracy.
is a renowned author, Jnanpith Puruskar awardee. There might be some mistake. Please, you tell your officers also to be a little bit sensitive.
We'll examine, Millet.
Don't issue notice
Let's-
to persons like.
We have never been divorced from common sense.
It is unnecessarily embarrassing.
We are addressing
I
them.
mean, some
If they
extra
want
time
to
is
make
required to be
sensationalism,
spent.
that's
No,
it.
just one last thing I want to flag.